Grant wants to play something on the piano for me.
Young, and we didn't want to be exposed.
Today, we're going to be working on a gate. We're not going to be working the house right now. We do have it closed in as far as the roof system and the membrane on top. So the rain, the snow is not getting in. And that's a godsend right there. It's super nice to have that. So I don't have to worry about the rain. I don't have to worry about the snow when it comes time to finish the upstairs. We had an Arctic blast come through here last week or week before, and it got crazy as far as temperatures. Everything became frigid. So like I went to open this gate and it stuck together because it froze and just snapped in half. It got pretty cold. It was like negative 30-degree temperatures. And I don't know about you guys, but anything below, let's say 15 degrees is just too cold to be out in. The animals, they don't care if you're cold, but they still need to be fed, and all the duties of the homestead still need to be accomplished. And so for myself and Nicole, we had to continue on. Pretty sure a lot of you guys have seen before that we are in an RV. It's a nice RV, it's very spacious, but they're not designed to be in that cold of temperatures without a lot of modifications. And so our water was freezing, our sewer system was freezing, everything was freezing, like everything was freezing. Thank God we had a wood stove in there, because we would have went through about 20 propane tanks worth of heating. And yeah, it's just ridiculous. The power went out a few times around the area. And so for us, we like to be prepared. The power goes out, we have backup stuff. Or the propane goes out, we have backup heat. The gate, something very simple. I've learned over the years so far, if you have the time, make it perfect, make it the way you want it. If you don't really have the time and you're in a time crunch for projects, get it working again. It doesn't have to be super fancy, doesn't have to be super nice. As long as it's operational, and of course the safety of it, if, you know, I don't want the horses pushing through it, and I don't want nails sticking out. So for me, I've learned that you got to just get it back to operational and get your focus on the bigger projects that need your attention. Comment, like, share, subscribe. You guys are really helping us out. One thing I was going to point out, if you're new to homesteading or ranching or some sort of animal enclosing of sorts, there's things that I'm picking up now that I wish somebody told me back when I first started building all the fences. And you have to think of these things ahead of time, or else they'll make you learn during the process of where it's failing. I built the gates for this, my stepdad and myself, we built it, and they were great. They worked great. I built them about 4 inches above the ground. Where you have snow, possibly you're going to add rock down the road. That's a no-no, because when it snows a foot, which it does up here all the time, a foot or two, that becomes totally useless. And you have to plow it out and you have to dig it out. So now I would like to make it to where it's just a simple gate and we don't have to worry about animals going in and out. So like if we have a cow in here, we don't have to worry about a cow. I want to have it just that height. But for right now, the horses, they can't go under, they can't go over this. Maybe Tonto could just step over the whole thing, but for right now, he doesn't. So, but yeah, just think about that when it comes to what you're building and what's going to affect it later on with weather, with animals, with all sorts of different factors, because that has bitten me in the butt for 2 winters now. And finally, it bit me in the butt to where it froze to the ground. I couldn't even open the gate up to put hay in there. So learning the hard way, but learning, that's all that matters. So. It's nice too because this wood came from the property. We had the sawmill guy come out. I do have a sawmill on the property that I built, but it can't produce a mass amount of wood within a fast production time. And so I hired somebody to come out, and it was really nice because now we have our wood floors for the apartment, and we have some leftover boards that I'm going to be using around for fencing and stuff like that. So pretty cool. A lot less expensive than I thought it was going to be. It was around, I'd say $1,300 for around 3,000 square feet of 1x8s, 10s, 12s, and a bunch of different variations of sizes, and all different species of wood too. So we're going to get this wood sent up to the kiln. There's a place where you can bring your own stuff up there and they dry it for you. It only takes about a week or two. So pretty cool process we're going through. And even if it does cost a little bit more money in the end, the experience of us doing it ourselves using lumber from our property is something that I really wanted because it just feels good. You're harvesting your own fruits of your labor as far as taking the trees down and getting them milled. But just pretty cool stuff.
If I close my eyes and think about us, I can see the person I know I should be. 'Cause honestly, I don't have no time to waste. I'm trying to come back to you, because now I see we were meant to be. Just tell me where and I'll come see ya.
I'm kind of doing this by shooting by the hip, so no fancy measurements or nothing like that, which I don't think you really need when it comes to just an easy gauge, which I know drives all the perfectionists out there totally nuts.
If I close my eyes and think about us, I can see the person I know I should be. 'Cause honestly, I don't have no time to waste. I'm trying to come back to you, because now I see we were meant to be. Acting stupid, 'cause all we had was us. If I close my eyes and think about us, I can see the person I know I should be. 'Cause honestly, I don't have the time to waste. I'm trying to come back to you, because now I see we were meant to be.
Debating right now to do the same thing to this one by just cutting the bottom end at an angle, even though it'll look different, kind of OCD type of thing I guess right now, but I don't have to build that over there right now. Tell me what you do in the comments. Take the time and do it. It's rainy out, it's crappy out, you know. I try not to let the elements decide my projects, but sometimes it's just so nasty out that it ain't worth getting all wet and cold.
Young, and we didn't want to be exposed. Even though it was cold, we were never wearing proper clothes. Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, smoking cigarettes behind the school. Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, you know. When we were younger, we were never running out of time. As long as we had each other, oh, everything was black and white. Driving in a car, never knowing how far we go. When we were younger, oh, when we were younger. his eyes.
I brought out 2 extra batteries. Didn't check them. What would you do? Go back and get more, or just swap them out continuously? Little silly things like that just drive me crazy sometimes.
I told my friends those days made me who I am. When we were younger, we were never running out of time. As long as we had each other, everything was black and white. Driving in a car, never knowing how far we come. When we were younger, oh, when we were younger. Driving in a car, never knowing how far we come. When we were younger, oh, when we were younger. When we were younger, we were never running out of time. As long as we had each other, oh, everything was black and white. When we were younger.